Saint Germain. This will be my final discussion on contracts, demonic contracts. I believe that mankind's biggest problem isn't the fact that we're evil, but let's just say that we are very ignorant when it comes to evil. The secular mind is too minute to comprehend the wickedness that surrounds us on an everyday basis. And there are many signs of what I call demonic possession. But out of ignorance, many of us don't even recognize the signs. You have the characteristics of the source because that was the image that we were made in. And then you have the influence of evil, the ignorance of evil. And at this point, I'm starting to think and ponder. At some point, the cow is aware that it's in a slaughterhouse. But how long will it take us to be aware that we are the food source for a wicked evil existence? Because at this point, there's a thin line between the mosquito, the parasite, and our world rulers. And we are nature's ungrateful children, Mother Nature's ungrateful children. So I can feel comfortable with myself as well as everyone else. I feel like I want to tell you the characteristics because many are ignorant to evil. One of the main characteristics of evil is thirst. I've said this before. Promiscuity, perversion, eagerness to do wrong, messy, greedy, negative. You see, the things about all of these characteristics I named is that spirits are at a disadvantage because they cannot experience the things that we experience here in the third dimension. So they always need a vessel, just like a parasite always needs a host. Because they know what we don't know. And the reason why is because we're not aware of them. We are ignorant to evil. Many signs of evil is damn near virtual prostitution, indirect begging, when taking a photo, instead of actually taking a photo, you prefer for them to see your private parts, your body. You showing your body. And basically what you're saying is, focus on my body and not my mind. Don't know me as a person because I am only a sex object. You have to know that that's a form of possession. When you are portraying yourself as something that you are not. You would feel a dog is abnormal if it behaved as a chicken, or a chicken that behaved as a dog. But yet, it is so normalized because of our ignorance to wickedness. And this contract was made in the beginning. And when we made this contract, we signed ourselves over to a prison planet, to a prison system. So, of course, the ones who made these contracts, the early civilizations that made contracts with the fallen, they received all kinds of great things. But in return, they also inherited the personality of wickedness, promiscuity, weakness, perversion, thirst, hunger, and of course, cannibalism and vampirism, however you want to pronounce it. Because we seem to ignore these are the things that they do in their rock music, in the drill music. That's not evil to you? Demonic entities and images everywhere. Murder at a mass level. The finger is often pointed at Hitler, but the bomb in Hiroshima, that didn't kill millions. Look at how many people died just 5 years ago out of misinformation. Because evil comes in disguise. Evil always comes in peace. So look through the lens of wisdom. Evil is something that you've been ignoring the whole time. When you see that grown man walking around trying to manipulate everybody into believing it's a woman, these are the same characteristics of a devil. But based on the amnesia to the slave system, we do not even know when we are being evil. When somebody takes a picture of you, the first thing you do is show your ass instead of smile. You know, the first thing you want to do is get loose, but yet you want to be in a marriage. You know. But then people don't understand why they never stay in relationships. It's because of your behavior. Because you are unknowingly wicked. The wicked mind is so secular that it doesn't even know that it's wicked. Just as ignorant as the cow and the pig is in the slaughterhouse. You don't know that you're eating yourself when you go to fast food restaurants. You don't know when you're taking their medicine that they actually poison you slow term. Causes and effects. But this is demonic contracts. Everyone in Hollywood, no matter who you name, you're going to always see the ending tragic because of the demonic contract. Remember what Satan told Yeshua. I will give you all the kingdoms of the world. All you have to do is basically submit. Because this is Adam who did not submit to the Shaitan. So therefore the Shaitan is obsessed with showing the source that you are not worthy. Because out of our ignorance, we are always trying to measure everything that's in the physical. But we have to understand that everything is spiritual before it's physical. And that's how the demonic contracts are put into effect. Because of the ignorance of evil. Nobody is perfect, but there's things morally wrong that you know is not wrong. Look at all the things that the animals don't do that we do. I just let you ponder on that. You know, Facebook is always talking about banning me for mentioning this and mentioning that. I can't say this, I can't say that. And I don't give a fuck. Because when it's about delivering the message, I can lose this and get it all back again. It don't matter to me as long as you heard it the first time. So be aware to the ignorance of evil. And understand that when they signed a contract with jinn and devils a long time ago, they signed a contract with a prison planet. This is Ancient Nine Mystery School, Saint Germain.